compelled to do a video today, August 4th, 2011. Market was down 512 points today. I was reading I hadn't read the whole Wall Street Journal, but the headlines when I picked it up Wednesday. Economic fears hit global markets. I guess the Dow was down, 275 points or so. So, a very bad week for stocks, and then there's so many things to talk about. But let's just talk about stocks and bonds real quick. Obviously, stocks are getting crushed, but bonds, the bond yields have gone down so low. I'm looking at the 30 years down to like 2.75, 10-year 2.46. Amazing. People feel that U.S. Treasuries are a safe haven. And then a negative yield on parking your cash short-term with the U.S. government. And then I also noticed today that some of the largest banks are charging money to keep a lot of cash in their banks. So these are unusual times, and what's happening is the collapse of the capital markets, the end of this charade, and there's a lot of reasons for it. But it is ending, and the depression, which I talked about on YouTube back in 2007 when I posted my first videos under manoftruth. We're at the end of it. This is the end of the U.S. economy and the world economy. Those of you in Europe, I couldn't help but note that the ECB, the central bank, is buying their own bonds over there too. So not only have we been artificially propped up here for 2 or 3 years in a massive way, I've seen that the ECB is buying their own bonds. So this massive prop-up is going to lead to an even more massive collapse, and looks like we're not going to have to wait till 2012 for this to happen. It's kind of weird, kind of strange, but it's happening right now, very big time. I was gold at 16,666 the other day. And it kind of reminded me of that video when I said to buy it at 666, even though, of course, it'd be good to buy it at 666 or under, but gold will keep going to 2,000 and 3,000. And then the bond yields, what will happen with the bonds, which is a big deal, interest rates. And it's amazing that the housing market can't move with such low interest rates, but that's because lenders aren't lending, and the new requirements and the on-purpose collapse of the market. Because if they just left it without regulation and they did all the same kind of loans they did in 2003, 4, and 5, the market would be different. But people have a very tough time qualifying for any kind of home loan here in the United States right now. But when the ECB and the Federal Reserve stop this charade of purchasing their own debt, which is ridiculous, it's fake, when that stops, and I think there'll come a time when they stop, we'll see interest rates rocket, long-term rates rocket over 10% so fast it'll make people's heads spin, and they almost won't believe it. So right now, the Fed's artificially propping up the bond market, and there's people that feel that the United States will be intact maybe in 10 or 20 or 30 years, and so they'll lend their money to the U.S. government at 2.75%, for 10 years, or 2.45, and then this other stuff, it just blows my mind, how low the bond rates are. So as far as the trade goes, I think in the next few weeks, shorting the bond market, so give it some time, because I wish I was short on the stock market today, but I'm not. I had some options that expired like a month ago, so I didn't call it straight, and I was playing with a very small amount of money. But this is the end of the U.S. economy and the world economy. We're witnessing it right now. Kind of sad, but totally expected those that really get it. And more people are getting it, and it's kind of sad. I'm sure there's a lot of people that lost a ton of money, small investors, large investors, and this will roll out and lead to more job losses, more factory closings in the United States and worldwide, because the United States has been an engine of growth and an engine of consumption. Those days are ending very fast. Very fast. And as the economy implodes and collapses, so will social order here in the United States. And then those prophecies, which are in the Bible and other scriptures, will come true, and we will see, sadly, tremendous social degradation here in the next few months, and especially the next couple of years. Like, people can't imagine unless they read prophecies. Then they can imagine it. Whether it's Red Elk or the scriptures. Had to post this video. It's really bad, and it's not turning around, obviously, and more people are realizing that. But it's kind of sad to see the end of capitalism, which we don't really have here. It's been eroded for the last several decades, but it's over. It's ending. It's ending. And it's just interesting to watch the propping up of the bond markets in the United States and Europe. And that one, too. And that'll end either this year or early in 2012. But as long as the central banks can create unlimited money and buy their own debt, it's hard to predict exactly when the end has. So when that stops, interest rates will skyrocket, and it'll be 10 times worse than it is right now, our economy. Ciao for now.